Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is AVJ, and if you're new to my channel, I'm pretty much doing a whole bunch of videos dealing with my weight loss journey right now in 2020, with me doing a keto diet and also with me doing intermittent fasting and sometimes prolonged fasting. If that's something you're interested in, please consider subscribing. Have tons of content to come, including today where I'm going to go over my current updated supplements that I take with me being on a keto diet and also intermittent fasting. Okay, so without further ado, just want to get straight into the video. First thing I wanted to talk about was what I had mentioned in my previous video when I was saying that I felt like the issues that I was having with my weight loss stall was that I was having issues with my digestive system, with bloating, with water retention and things like that. And I ended up making a purchase, which I want to show you in a second, of probiotics, which so far it's actually been helping out pretty good. It's going to take some time, obviously, for me to really test to make sure that that actually is the case, but so far so good. My not to get too TMI over here, but my stools are looking a lot more better. So we'll see as time goes. But that's as far as that's going. And as far as the supplements, and we'll get straight into that. Over here to the right, we have MCT oil. This is something that you'll definitely see quite a lot on a keto diet. What I do is I like to add about 2 tablespoons into my bulletproof coffee, which I put like butter and some erythritol, a sweetener, and sometimes some cinnamon. Is really, really good. So yeah, I take about a couple tablespoons of this every single day, and it helps out with so many different things. It helps me keep stay in ketosis. It helps me with energy and sleep, like everything. Next up is another staple on the keto diet, and which should be on any diet, and that is pink Himalayan salt. This is very, very important for so many reasons. I have this as is. Sometimes I do about a quarter teaspoon in the morning when I first get up, especially if I'm fasting or intermittent fasting. And of course, I put it on pretty much all of my foods that need salt. Next up, we have organic apple cider vinegar. This is another common thing for people to have on not just the keto diet, but pretty much anything. It has a lot of health benefits. I take about 2 tablespoons of this in the morning with the next thing that I'm going to show you right now, and that is this right here, aloe vera juice. I'd like to get about 6 to 8 ounces of this with 2 tablespoons of the apple cider vinegar, and I just take that down. Yes, the taste is a bit brutal, but it has a lot of health benefits, so it's worth it. Okay, next up we have Isopure Zero Carb protein. This has a lot of nutrients in it. One of the things that it has in it, which I really love, is 460 milligrams of potassium, which on a keto diet, electrolytes are extremely important, and potassium is one of the hardest ones to get on a keto diet because you can't really have fruit, obviously. But this has a good amount in it, and then of course you have to get it from the rest of your potassium from green leafy vegetables, and also from like good quality meats will have a lot of potassium in it. Okay, next up we have B complex with vitamin C. Now this is in pill form, and I take this whenever I'm eating. When I break my fast, I would get the B complex pill. And I'm mentioning that because I have liquid B12 that I take. There's a B12 complex. I take this in the morning when I get up pretty much every day. And I just take this, and it gets me going, gets my energy up there. I'm already having a lot of energy being on a keto diet, but it's always good to get this in you anyway. Okay. Next up is garlic. I take 500 milligrams of garlic every day. This has like a lot of good cardiovascular health. Not necessarily pertaining to keto, but it's it's good. It's something good to have. Helps with the heart, and that's the most important organ. Next up, we have high absorption magnesium chelated, or chelated, whatever, however you say it. I take this when I break my fast. When I'm eating, I take 2 of these, so that way it's better absorbed in the system. Next up, we have Keto K1000. This is an electrolyte powder. This right here has 1,000 milligrams of potassium in it. And that's unheard of with a lot of these types of supplements that usually don't have that much potassium. I take 1 scoop of this every morning, first thing in the morning, along with the apple cider vinegar, the aloe vera juice. I take this every day, and it also has 120 milligrams of magnesium. It has calcium, chloride, and a little bit of sodium in it. So this is something great to have, especially if you're fasting, or doing prolonged fasting. You're gonna have some serious problems if you don't get the, your electrolytes in you, along with the, the salt. So, yeah, this is something really, really good. It's a little pricey, but it's worth it. Next up is, this is something new that I'm trying out. Is I don't know how to pronounce it. It's called ashwagandha, I think it's called. I don't know, but I'm taking this to also help with like energy, vitality, and like overall health. I'm really, really big on that. I mentioned that in one of my previous videos that I'm kind of like shifting more off of the whole weight loss thing and focusing more on internal health. Now, the weight loss is still happening. The fat loss is actually more. That's what I'm noticing more than anything. My clothes are fitting incredibly well. In fact, I almost broke down and cried the other day because I pulled it, because it's getting pretty warm over here in Philadelphia. I ended up pulling out some old shorts that I had that was size 42, and I fit them perfectly well, which means I must be a size 40. Now, that sounds kind of high for, you or anybody else that might be like a slimmer, but you understand I'm coming from a size 48. So for me to be able to fit those shorts, it was just like, wow, man, the keto diet, fasting, intermittent fasting, it all works very well. Okay, next up, we have vitamin D3 with K2 mixed in. I take 5,000 IU of vitamin D every day. It seems like it's on a high amount, but if you follow Dr. Berg, you would know that taking a lot of vitamin D is actually really, really good for you. Obviously, you don't want to take too much, but 5,000 to 10,000 IU is really, really good for you. It will help with so many different things, including boosting your immunity. And as you should know, what's going on right now, and it always helps to have a good immune system, a strong immune system. Next up is what I was just talking about before, and that's these probiotic pills. I take this, I take one of these first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. I want to give it, so that way that's the only thing that's working on me right at that point. And like I said, so far it seems to be helping. I noticed that the water retention is going down pretty significant. So yeah, it looks like that might be working out for me. Next up, in the last thing is just a good old 1-a-day men's vitamin, multivitamin. I take this every day when I break my fast. I take this with food as well. Also, I should mention that with the vitamin D, this is a fat soluble. I don't know if you notice or not, but vitamin D is fat soluble, so you have to make sure you're having it with like some type of like healthy fat. So I have this also when I break my fast as well. I don't have this on days that I am doing like prolonged fasting, only when on days that I'm eating. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is all the stuff that I'm taking right now. Being on the keto diet, intermittent fasting. Some of this stuff, obviously, I don't take. Like for example, like the protein. Obviously, I'm not going to have that if I'm in the middle of intermittent fasting or prolonged fasting. This is only when I'm eating. Like during my eating window. But yeah, and obviously, things like MCT oil as well. But yeah, so this is pretty much it for now. I'm experimenting with a lot of different things, trying out some stuff. And one thing I should mention too is I'm not advocating that in order for you to be on a keto diet that you should take supplements, except for things like electrolytes, like salt, and which is not really a supplement. It's kind of like a food. But like salt, the Keto K1000, things like that. Those things you do need. You got to get your electrolytes in you, or you're going to have some serious problems. I recommend it for anybody, to tell you the truth, because there was a point in time that this was a no-no. I kept this out the house, and boy, have we been lied to about salt. Okay, I strongly recommend you research it. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist or anything like that. It's best for you to do your own research and find out the truth about salt, because boy, was I woke when I learned more about that. And with me taking salt now, I feel so much more better. And here's one funny thing about it. With me now having salt, my blood pressure goes down. yeah. So yeah, my blood pressure is now averaging around like 124/70, so yeah. So that's pretty much it with everything that I'm currently taking. If you have any questions on like what I'm taking, or you're taking something that I'm not right here that's been helping you, please feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know about it and stuff. And if you like this video, please like it, please share it, and stay tuned for some more content I have coming up. I have some exercising things that I'm going to be filming, showing you like some more like at-home workouts right now, during the quarantine and stuff. But yeah, so stay tuned for some more stuff to come. I thank you so much for watching this video. Please stay safe out here, and I'll see you in the next video.